Beautiful mountain, hey? Yeah, I think so too. And you see that little dot right there? That's me. Wondering what on earth I'm doing with my life. Fuck yeah.
Do not drop your snowboard here, will I?
What's up, folks? My name's Will Kovacic, and I'm a snowboarder. And an alpinist. Based out of beautiful Squamish, British Columbia. And I'd like to welcome you to the West Coast Classics web series. Welcome. The idea behind this project is that I've chosen 10 standout mountains that you can see from the top of Whistler. And the goal is to climb and ride an aesthetic line down from the summit of each of them. And I'm going to take you along for the ride. Mount Cayley is this super sharp, needle-topped peak that really just stands out from everywhere when you're up high in the sea of sky. I've been up on Cayley 3 times now for the project.
It's April 12th, 4:44 in the morning. 4:44. Here with Brent Alexander. Going up the fucking road. Our plan for the day is going to be to try to climb and snowboard down Mount Cayley. We're gonna climb up the south face and then try and snowboard down the north and east face.
I went up in 2023 with a couple buddies to try and ride and summit Cayley. And I topped out on the sub-summit and didn't really like this panel of snow that I would have had to go across in order to access the summit. So I ended up dropping into the line without going to the tippy top. And there was a little communication error, battery shortage, and the drone filmer that ended up coming out for the day ended up missing the shot.
So we got 2 radios. We got a good one and a bad one.
And I ended up having the wrong GoPro battery in. So the only clip we got from the day was of my buddy's static angle that he, by the grace of God, set up. This whole moment is burned super deeply into my memory. I remember I was up top and I had to drop this little cliff to get into the line proper. And when I dropped the cliff, I landed and the snow was super good. So I was like, oh yes. And I started hauling across the face. And I did this huge backside turn down low on the face and shoulder checked as I did the turn. And I could see this huge torrent of slough just right on my ass rocketing towards me. And I knew that if I was to try and beat it, I would be super out of control on the far side. So I ended up jacking the brakes on high ground and watching the slough bomb come ripping past me. And it was so intense the speed it was traveling at and the morning light running into the slough cloud, the event, although it's probably only all of 5 seconds, just takes up this massive amount of space in my memory now. And I kind of just picked my way down off the face, following, slowing down, and was super psyched on how the day played out and the whole experience, but I kind of felt like I had to get back up there to run it again. The vision for the project is to summit each peak and to ride a line down from the top in a style that I'm really happy with, and to document it well. And I didn't really feel like I did any of that. So I had to go back, and in 2024, I chose a different line that I was gonna try to ride down. So it's like maybe 1 o'clock, and I just got all my gear rigged onto the sled. I'm gonna snowmobile on up towards Mount Cayley. Looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of dirt biking up here. So I just made it up here onto the glacier, and I'm having a look at Kaye, and what I want to ride for tomorrow looks phenomenal right now, which is super exciting. So I'm just gonna kind of push up to the call where I'm gonna put my camp and set up camp for the night. Get ready for an early morning. Just made it up to my insane camp spot, looking down the Squamish Valley. We got Garibaldi, the Tantalus Range, and then as we spin behind me, Pyroclastic Peak and Mount Cayley in the shoulder that I want to ride off. Just gonna set up camp for the night, wait for the homies to show up, and get ready for the morning. Gonna do a little before after. I'm gonna cut out a bench to sleep on and a little chair and a table so I can cook dinner. And this is what we're starting with. I'll show you what we end up with. Right on, got my camp all set up. We've got a little kitchen table here. Got my lazy boy recliner. A little bit of a bench for when the homies show up. They're still not here yet. My sleeping quarters. Super psyched. Holy, the boys made it up.
Wow, look at that, eh?
I think that my plan will be to leave at like 7. What do you think, Al? Where are you gonna go to?
I'll probably go check that same spot again, see what it looks like.
Yeah. Cool, we'll catch you guys in the morning then. What's going on, you motherfuckers? I'm just gonna make myself a little coffee here and get going. Just got into a little altercation with my snowboard boots. I won. Gonna start skinning up the mountain and watch the sunrise from the top of the world. It's about 6:30. The sun's just rising. I'm skinning up to try and climb up Cayley.
She was a song, she was the lightning. Blood on the wall, sharper than diamond. Now I've been free, falling for ages. Head in the clouds, soul on the pavement. Oh, this time, if the tide could turn, one last cigarette, gonna let it burn. We won't let the light go out, we won't let the love grow dim, we won't let the house come down. when the heart caves in. Oh,
One more crank, come on. Yes!
when the heart caves
Hell yeah.
in, we won't let
Just
the
got a
light
fucking super good ice screw, which means I'm not gonna be free soloing anymore.
go out again.
It's pretty rad.
Hard on a sleep, lost in the blindness. Brutal is true when you deny it.
Really good.
Oh, oh, this time, if the tide could turn, one last cigarette, gonna let
Just to give you some context here,
we won't
I set up this little rope solo rig in efforts to make my summit attempt a little more safe. I looked up this crack system and figured I could climb it to the tippy top. And then when I got right to the bottom of it, the thing really kicked back. So I figured I'd wrap around and try to come up on the shoulder. When I reached the ridge, it became apparent that that wasn't the way up. Fortunately, I got a good view down the ridge at a notch in the cornice that had a big rock just behind it that I could landmark off and use as an anchor to get into my line. With time ticking away, I made the call to save the summit bid for another day and head down to the entrance of the line.
one last cigarette, gonna let it burn.
I'm going to rappel off the ridge right now, see what we find. Found two horns that I hit with my hammer and they didn't break. And they're bearing body weight, so I'm going to use them. Hooked up to them now, I'm just going to pull this rope and then do another wrap. Fuck yeah. Alright, do not drop your snowboard here, Willa. Dropping a 10. I had envisioned being able to ride with flow and continuity from the top of this line. The reality ended up being far from it. I did one turn over and onto my heels and then quickly got back onto my toes because I could feel that if I was to lose control, even for a second, I would slide off the cliff. So I ended up on my toe edge, doing a kind of down climb style with my snowboard. I did a huge switch toe side traverse to the spine proper. Once I reached the spine proper, I was able to do a couple turns and do what actually felt like snowboarding.
Oh, a little more mountaineery than I would have liked, but that was fun. That was really fun.
I was super stoked on how we captured everything and how the trip played out. I went back this last season in the spring of 2025 with a couple buddies, and we were just hoping to have a fun day out and shred some lines in good snow conditions. I've ridden a bunch of lines down from Kaye now, but never actually in the style that I've envisioned from up high on the face, and I've never stood on the tippy top. So this is kind of a half episode because it's actually still incomplete, and I'm looking forward to tying up the loose ends.